up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. So let's get into this whole situation. Let's talk about Princess Love. She recently did an interview with Carlos King, and she has some things to say about her former lover, Floyd Mayweather, and some of her former cast members from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and some things to say about Ray J as well. And also Drake was thrown up in the mix. Like, child, Drake been in and out of these women beds for years, child. But in any event, let's get into it. Princess Love gave us a little bit of a backstory. She was a troubled kid, got her parents divorced early. She moved around, and then she ended up, getting a really good job, paying her $1,000 a week, working at a pharmaceutical company. And she was moving up, and she was making that money. She was independent. She didn't need no man. She didn't depend on no man. She didn't need none of that. You know what I mean? But she was in relationships, and then all of a sudden, she said she was in Vegas. She was at the strip club. She was this. She was there. She was everywhere. She ended up bumping into Floyd Mayweather. Okay, she didn't explain how she was introduced to him. If she was introduced to him by, a liaison, a pimp, or whatever the case may be. But in any event, she said they spent like 2 years together. And, she said he never lied to her. He was honest. He was trustworthy. He was thoughtful. He brought her a car. He paid for her condo. She had the Birkin bags. But she said she don't really care about Birkin bags and things of that nature. But also, she also wanted to have a husband. She wanted to have children, and she wanted to be married. And, she said he never lied to her, but she said that things were looking a little funny when it came to Floyd Mayweather, because she was like, his assistant was around, other people's around, like girls was here, girls was there, girls was everywhere, and they started giving her the stank eye. So she didn't know what was going on or whatever. And then she had a conversation with him, and he told her he can have as many women as he can afford, and he can afford a lot, child, because he had a whole harem of women and things of that nature. And then also Princess was asked, like, is Floyd Mayweather still with that Kim Kardashian lookalike? And Princess said, I don't know, but the last time I seen Floyd Mayweather, she wasn't around, and she'd seen him recently in Vegas. So is Princess jumping back on the saddle? She jumping back on that Floyd Mayweather, because he ain't gonna leave his women. So might as well stay with Ray J, but maybe the benefits are a lot better. She said the only thing Ray J does is pay the bills, okay? And she can put all her money in her pocket. Every place that she worked, every income that she gets, she can put it in the bank, because Ray J pay all the bills, okay? And there is a prenup, so she's looking for alimony, and she's looking for child support. So we'll see how this whole situation works out. But she says that she's able to take care of herself, okay? But in any event, she went from an independent woman to a lady on the side getting paid for that cat, okay? But in any event, moving on from that situation, so once Floyd Mayweather said that to her, and she wanted to be a mom, she was and wanted to be married. Basically, she was looking for a man to take care of her, have some babies by a man that she can trap. And she couldn't trap Floyd Mayweather because he probably was using protection, probably made sure she was on a pill, probably make sure everything was, on point where he wasn't having no more children. The children he got now, that's what he gonna have, unless he wants to have another child. Then Ray J came in the picture. Somehow she met Ray J. They went out, they was hanging out, and then Ray J, and she was saying that she was 26, she was 25, she was getting close to 30, and she wanted to have some kids. She wanted to be married. She didn't know if Ray J was going to change or not, but she liked Ray J because Ray J was fun. He was authentic. They had fun together and things of that nature. And boom, bada bean, they got together and they started doing it and doing it. Wow, she got the babies and they got married. But in any event, she was looking for, a husband. And I don't know how she thought Ray J was going to be her husband. Ray J was heavy out here in these streets. But she said she didn't want to, she's not going to stay married to Ray J because of an image. And I remember Ray J being on the Breakfast Club, and he was basically saying, like, for jobs and dealing with these CEOs of companies and things of that nature, they would like for you to look married. And he wanted to present himself in a different way to be that businessman. This is when he was doing business with Scooty Bikes, the glasses, Walmart, and things of that nature. And Princess says there's no need to protect the image anymore because it's tarnished. And Ray J definitely did tarnish their image of their marriage. But also, Princess, you came out here on social media and let us know that Ray J was cheating on you. He left you pregnant, somewhere stranded when you was going to the award show and things of that nature, and you didn't want him around the kids because he was out there in the streets, and you didn't want the kids to get COVID. All types of stuff they had going on. Ray J's been with strippers, this one, that one, paying for it. Now the biggest thing is Ray J and Sukihana, and Sukihana new man got Ray J chain. Like, child, this is a whole mess. Or Sukihana chain that Ray J gave to Sukihana, and then Sukihana gave it to the next man, and the next man took it, and he's doing videos with it. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. But in any event, moving on from that situation, she kind of, her and Ray J, she didn't say that it just moved really fast. And, they got closer and closer and closer. And then before you know it, they was together. She said she really didn't want to film for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, but Ray J was kind of forcing her. Mona was coming after her, and then she didn't feel comfortable. They was feeding her a lot of liquor, so she was doing a lot of drinking because she wasn't comfortable with the lifestyle. She wasn't comfortable with being filmed or being on TV. She could, do it out, but 10 years later, she's still doing reality TV. So in any event, she got that liquid courage, and that money must have looked good. And plus, Ray J made sure that they got producing credits, so they can get an extra bag outside of being a cast member and getting paid. So in any event, Ray J is Ray J. Ray J been Ray J-ing, but she says that she hasn't been in love with Ray J for 2 years. Okay, I was like, wow. So she said this time she's really ready to let Ray J go because she's not divorcing him because she's angry or because she's upset or because she's mad or anything of that nature. So, and she also let it be known that Ray J been moved out. He don't live in that house, but he pays all the bills in that house. So, Ray J paying the bills and things of that nature, making sure everything's taken care of. That's so at the end of the day, when they get that divorce, he's not hit with a big whammy either. And plus, that's his wife and that's his children's mother, and he's going to be a man about it, make sure he pays for the bills. But also, Princess let it be known that her and his mother did not get along. She did not get along with Miss Norwood. She did not get along with Sonia Norwood. And she said basically they had arguments. They went back and forth. And she basically said that she wasn't leaving and she was going to stay there, going to either deal with her or not deal with her. And she said she didn't really have a good relationship with Brandy either until recently. But she said that's just like her sister. But they wasn't feeling Princess. They didn't like Princess like that at all. And now they're basically cool, but they don't have that closeness bond. But if she says she can call Mama Norwood and she can call Brandy, or she will bring soup to Brandy, and if she calls Mama Norwood would come running, so it took them time to get used to Princess because they probably mostly likely felt that Princess was a gold digger and Ray J wasn't ready for marriage, and the marriage is going to end up like the way it is and like what we see it is and what Ray J out here doing, acting like he ain't never been married. Ray J's out here doing anything and everything under the sun. But child, I don't know if Princess is, she says she still communicate with Floyd Mayweather. She says she still talks to him and she bumps into him every now and then. That's still her friend, child. Okay, they still have a relationship. Go ahead, Princess. Floyd Mayweather got that Monday. In any event, moving on from that situation, she says there was no battle for Ray J and Floyd Mayweather because Floyd wasn't upset. He just let her go and be her. But yes, she did, was out there cheating on Floyd Mayweather, or she was stepping out on him. He had a bunch of women, so it is what it is. Was good. What was good for you was good for me, I guess. But in any event, with that whole situation, when Ray J said that, when he was on Shannon Sharp's show, that him and Floyd Mayweather was battling over Princess, she said there was no battle. She apologized to Floyd Mayweather for being caught out there with Ray J because the rumors came out that she took a vacation with Ray J, and that's how Floyd Mayweather and everybody else found out. So that's when she knew she had to skedaddle, get up out that condo, give that car back. Okay, or I don't know if she kept it, but I'm pretty sure she had to give it back, and he put somebody else in there to replace her. Then Princess get into the situation where she talk about Teairra Marie, where they were never friends because Teairra Marie used to date Ray J. But she said one day she got cool with Teairra Marie and Hazel. They went out, they was eating dinner and everything else. And Teairra Marie didn't have money, or she didn't have a ride to get to a man's house. And Princess dropped Teairra Marie off at somebody's house, and then she went inside to say what's up, and then she left. And she said the next day that she turned around, Teairra Marie was telling Ray J that Princess Love was hooking up with Drake, and she was at Drake's house. So, you know, Teairra Marie was out here with Drake doing it. Too bad Drake didn't give her a real, you know, support with her music career, because she could have, you know, did more, because we know when Teairra Marie was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, when she first started on the show, you know, she was trying to get back into the business, and her voice was still so beautiful. I don't know if it's still beautiful now. And she was out here sleeping with Drake. Drake is out here just in everybody's beds, baby. And she must have been sloppy drunk. Child, that's a whole mess. Poor Teairra Marie. These men just used her and threw her to the wayside. But in any event, she said that's why she don't mess with them Love and Hip Hop females anyway, because, you know, when it comes to Teairra Marie went behind her back and told Ray J it was her that was hooking up with Drake. Okay, I'm surprised and back then they didn't use Drake's name on the show. So now we know who that man was. That man was Drake, child. Lord have mercy. And Teairra Marie had it going on, that she wasn't so involved, or we didn't see, you know, her drinking so much, because she does have a substance abuse problem. But in any event, you know, she felt a certain type of way about that. And Drake, Princess, you passed on Drake. But in any event, she also says when it comes to Morgan, that was Ray's assistant, that Morgan was trying to hook her up with a baseball player, and then Morgan got on the show and turned around and told Ray that Princess Love wanted to get hooked up with a baseball player. And she said this is why she don't mess with these, you know, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood females. I was like, okay, well, so she's saying that, you know, they faked the funk on her and they turned on her. Princess stayed, you know, highly intoxicated on the show just to get through filming. So I was like, okay. And Princess also cleared up that, you know, when it comes to her and Ray J, that there was supposed to be a threesome between T.I. and Tiny, and Princess Love and Ray J. And Princess said she never heard of that, and Ray wouldn't want her sleeping with nobody else's man, and she was never involved in any wife swaps or threesomes or anything like that of that nature. But Ray J was recently on Instagram, and he was talking about all types of threesomes. He didn't say Princess' name, but I highly doubt that Ray J was down for that. I don't know if she said she didn't know nothing about that, or she never heard about that. But I know Ray J was heavy into getting him some coochie. He still is. Princess Love also says that her and Ray J stayed together for the kids, and she speaks about the incident where the police got involved when Ray J, you know, was filming the kids and talking to the kids and basically saying, hey, mommy's gonna say this, mommy's gonna say that, because Ray J was afraid that he was gonna go to jail, he was gonna get into some type of trouble, because Princess called the police on Ray J because Ray J was beating down the door, or he was loud, he was rambunctious, he was, you know, just basically raying all over the place. So she called the police because the kids had to go to school the next day. Child, that the police came. She said Ray J doesn't live here anymore. He been moved out. He just paid the bills here. The cop said if he moved out, well, he has to leave. And then the kids wanted Ray J to stay, so she ended up telling the police, hey, Ray J can stay, but hey, Ray J, you have to behave and things of that nature. Behave in his own house, child. Okay, because Ray J was upset because he went through her phone and he found out that she was out here dipping and dapping, and she was talking to somebody, and she was getting her groove back. Okay, she was down with Stella.